Hello everyone, in today's video I'm going to be flying ANA's Premium Economy class from Tokyo Narita to San Francisco, and I'm going to be giving you a full flight review of my overall experience to determine whether it is actually worth it. The first bit of the video is going to be a wrap up from my trip to Japan, so feel free to use the chapters function to navigate around the video. I made it here to the platform for the Narita Express, and it's going to take about an hour on a train before you get to the airport. Once again, I really hope you all enjoyed following along with me on my 2.5 week to Japan. It was a lot of fun, and I really hope you all enjoyed the adventure as much as I did. But anyways, our train should be arriving shortly, so enjoy the ride. I had one last ride ahead of me in a green car, and out of all the limited express trains, this one probably was the most comfortable, as it had ridiculously soft seats and so much legroom with giant windows. I was so sad to leave Japan, but I'm confident that I'll be back one day. I finally made it here to the airport train station at Terminal 1, being 20 minutes delayed, which is incredibly rare for Japan. I soon left the airport train station, and then I headed over to the baggage drop. What's really cool is both business class and premium economy have their own separate lines for baggage drop, so there is no wait at all, and I figure even if it is busy, there won't be a wait since there's not many premium economy seats on the plane. I just made it through security and immigration, and it was the easiest process ever. There was no line because I got here early, so I just walked right on through, and now I'm going to be checking out the lounge, which I'm really excited for. And I love that the lounge is included with premium economy, so you don't have to pay anything. You can just use it. And the lounge is for business class and premium economy passengers, so it's really quite nice. So let's head over there now. I'm really looking forward to the food. Immediately after entering the lounge and exploring, I already love it. I know I haven't really used any services, but it looks really nice. The area I'm right now is right in front of the windows, and you got this really open space of chairs and tables, and this is where people are enjoying the food from the buffet. And then there's also another section with chairs and stuff, and that area is just for resting. Anyways, let's get some food now. It's 12:30, so it's peak lunch hour, and I'm really looking forward to their food. I can already smell the chicken curry, which is one of their famous dishes here. As I was on my way to get food, I saw that they have this little kiosk where you can reserve a shower. So they have a little shower area, but you have to make a reservation before you use it. Right here is where you got your plates as well as your trays to get your food, but it looks like the trays are quite small. Just for reference, this is like the size of my hand, so you can only get your food like one course at a time. There's a barley and seaweed rice ball, that sounds good. There's also a tuna mayonnaise rice ball right here, and a nori sushi, which is my favorite. It's vinegar rice stuffed with deep fried tofu, and it's really tasty, so I'm gonna try all these. The other thing I love about this lounge is I don't know if it's the time I'm flying or the day of the week it is, because it's a Wednesday at 12:30 p.m., but this lounge is really quiet and almost empty. I would say it's only about a quarter filled up, if even that. Let's start off with our barley and seaweed rice ball. I love this one. It's made with sushi rice, so it definitely has a slightly vinegared flavor. Perfect amount, not too much vinegar. And I love the barley in there as well. It's a nice nutty taste, a bit of a chew as well. And then the seaweed, just to round it off, adds a little bit of a salty, briny flavor. But again, not too overwhelming, just a perfect combination of flavors. Next is the tuna mayonnaise rice ball. This one is really nice as well. I love the chew on the outside from the seaweed, and it has a very creamy taste to it from the Japanese mayonnaise. And I love the tuna in there. It doesn't taste like canned tuna. It's really fresh tasting. It tastes like they're using fresh tuna. Finally, we have the nori sushi. Oh, this is great nori sushi. So much better than the stuff that I get in the US. It's really delicate tasting. I love that the rice isn't firmly packed. It's very lightly packed, just like good sushi should be. And the wrapper has a really sweet taste to it. Perfectly cooked as well. Amazing. Next, I'm gonna get some of their famous chicken curry that's right in this pot. And this is what I've been smelling the whole time. Smells amazing. And look at this. Looks beautiful, a dark, rich curry sauce. Let's go for a taste of our chicken curry. That curry is fantastic. I love all the warm spices in there. It's really rich and salty and flavorful, and it's so warm and comforting. It's gonna go great with a bit of rice. I love that they have a giant rice pot right next to it. This seriously tastes so much better than boxed Japanese curry. This literally tastes like curry that I would get at a curry restaurant. Next, I'm gonna get a hamburger patty as well as some vegetables. Also, I'll get a very small amount of pasta as well as ratatouille that's left over, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna refill it soon. And look at this, they even have chicken karaage. They also have these fancy little soda machines where you can get all sorts of different drinks. Wow, check this out, they even have a coffee machine, and there's so many different options. Let's start off with their vegetables. I really love their selection. They got sweet potatoes, bell peppers, zucchini, lotus root, and even baby corn. The vegetables are all delicious and fresh. My only wish is that they were stir-fried, but they're definitely on the healthy side being steamed. Let's see how our pasta is. It looks quite tasty. It looks like some sort of pesto pasta, and I love pesto. That's delicious. It's perfectly cooked fusilli with a little bit of pesto sauce, and there was a little bit of meat in it earlier. I'm not sure what it was, but by the time I got to it, it completely ran out of meat, but I'm sure that would be tasty as well. Great pasta dish. Ratatouille. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, this is the first dish I came across that I'm not really a big fan of. It tastes just like a mosh posh of vegetables, and it has a really tart flavor. It just tastes like they're using some sort of very sour canned tomato sauce. And I've had authentic ratatouille before, but again, I wasn't really expecting it. I mean, we are in Japan, it's not France. This looks like a Japanese hamburg steak patty, and I'm sure this is gonna taste a lot better. Oh, that is so nice. Really juicy and fatty and rich. I love that there's a little bit of onions and breadcrumbs in there as well. It makes it really moist and delicate. They even have chicken karaage or Japanese fried chicken here. Oh, that is fantastic chicken karaage. I love the quality of chicken. If you've heard my videos before, you know how much I rant about the quality of Japanese chicken. It's just really tasty, always juicy and full of flavor. And they do a really good job of battering and frying it, not too greasy. And I love that the batter is still crunchy. Now I'm gonna head over to the noodle bar, and they have so many different options, but I think I'm gonna go for the soba. This area is the noodle bar. I just placed my order, and they even give you a little ringer. I just got my soba, and the soba looks quite nice. It has a smoky smelling broth, probably made out of dashi, and it's topped with a little bit of grated mountain yam as well as seaweed. This is literally still piping hot, so let's give it a taste. Wow, this is some great soba. I love the broth, really warm and hot and comforting, and the taste of noodles is great as well. Really nice and bouncy and chewy, and I love the grated mountain yam. That's something I've only seen in Japan. It has a bit of a sliminess and a really sweet taste to it, and the wakame seaweed in there just tastes like the seaweed you get in miso soup. While this isn't as good as the soba you would get at a small family-run soba shop here in Japan, it's definitely the quality of soba you would get at a restaurant when you're getting a set meal, so it's definitely a solid option here. I mean, when do you ever get made-to-order noodles at an airport, let alone at an airport lounge? Something I'd like to point out about this lounge is the crowd's definitely changed with the flights going in and out of the airport. When I got here at 12:30, it was pretty dead. Like I said, only about a quarter of the lounge was filled, and now it's definitely getting fuller. I'd say it's already about a 2/3 capacity, which is pretty impressive because this lounge is massive. There's just so much room for sitting, but definitely the seats are starting to get filled. I am really happy that A&E's Premium Economy came with lounge access. This was the best lounge I've ever gone to. The only other lounge I visited was United Polaris Lounge, which is known for being one of the best business class lounges in the world, and for some reason, I don't know why, this lounge is so much better. I mean, the seating is great, In general, it seems a lot less crowded, and the food here is outstanding. The food alone is just one of the main reasons I love this lounge so much. Anyways, at this point I have about an hour and a half left here at the lounge, so I'll see you when it's time to board our flight. I just made it to the gate area, and this is the reason I love the lounge. Look at how busy and crowded it is here. I know it's not full, but there's still so many people in this gate area. Here's what my legs look like when you stretch them out. There is plenty of room, and then they also give you 2 footrests. Here's one of them, and this actually works pretty well for me because I'm short, I'm only 5'3", but I could see this being a little cramped if you're a little bit taller. There's also another side button here for a bottom footrest, and you can see right over here that it can go up pretty high. I will say I'm a little bit disappointed with ANA's amenities. All they give you are some slippers, which are like hotel slippers, as well as headphones, and these are like the quality of the headphones they give you in business class, which are pretty decent because they're Bose noise canceling headphones, so I will say it like that, but they don't give you an amenities bag, and I'm disappointed. Actually, I take it back. Their amenities are solid since they also brought around eye masks, as well as toothbrush and toothpaste, and they even brought out earplugs and a face mask. The reason that's significant is those items were included in a business class amenities bag that I took flying here, so I do think it's pretty good what they give you in premium economy. The only difference is I guess they're not giving you a physical bag because all the items are loose, but you know, I don't really need a bag anyway, so that's actually pretty fine. What I also love about this plane is the headrest can also move and curve like this, so it makes it really comfy. Anyways, I'll see you once we're in the air to go over in-flight entertainment, so enjoy takeoff.
Come fly with me, let's fly away. Let's fly. Perfect day, 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 perfect day.
Now that we are in the sky, I thought we'd go over in-flight entertainment. Right here is our screen. We have a few different options. We have the Sky Channel, the Sky Shop, the Innovative Channel, Connect Kids, Info, and Map. I enjoy looking at the map because that's where we can see where our plane is currently. But here's the Sky Channel. This is where all the movies are located. The movie section. And then they have a lot of different categories right here. As you can see, there's new release, Hollywood, Japanese movies, etc. What's really impressive is the Hollywood and more section, because if you can see right here in the corner, you have 101 options. So I'd say when it comes to in-flight entertainment on ANA, they have some pretty good options. They just brought out drinks, and I would say I'm not impressed with the size of their tray table because it's very small. This is how it looks when it's flipped out for drinks. Just for reference, this is how big my hand is. I do not have big hands, and it takes up quite a bit of space on here. And this is how the tray table looks when it's completely flipped out. It's about double the size, but I'm still not super impressed with the depth. Because look, it is not that wide. For my drink, I ordered their signature Kaposu citrus drink, and this is one of my favorite drinks to get on ANA. That is wonderfully tart and refreshing. It's almost like Japanese lemonade in a sense. It's made with yuzu, which is Japanese citrus. It kind of tastes like a cross between a lemon and an orange. They also use honey in there, so it's really nice and sweet. It makes the perfect drink for a flight. It's time for dinner now, and I decided to order this special meal in premium economy, and this was something I had to make a couple of weeks ago. What I love about A&E's premium economy is they let you order a special meal, which means that you have to pay $20, but it's much higher quality food it looks like. To start off the meal, they gave me a little bit of vegetable consomme, which actually wasn't on the menu, and this was just something they offered. Tastes like a clear, warm vegetable broth, and this is quite nice, especially when it's cold on a plane. Right here is our napkin, and they give us real silverware in it. You have chopsticks, as well as a fork, spoon, and knife, and it looks like we have 2 spoons, a larger spoon and a dessert spoon. The appetizer is the spicy chicken and green papaya salad, and I'm pretty impressed with the portion size. I feel like it's a decent size just for an appetizer. The chicken is pretty nice. It's chicken breast and it's served cold. It is a little bit on the dry side, but I do like the seasoning on the outside. It's a very mild rub and it's not spicy at all. It just sort of tastes like herbs, and I already think this is a lot higher quality than your typical economy food. Now let's try out the green papaya salad. It looks like it's some sort of cream dressing. That's quite nice. I've never had papaya salad before. I love how it's sliced very thinly. It's nice and crunchy, and I do enjoy that rich, creamy dressing, although it is a bit on the heavy side. The main dish is the simmered beef and Japanese demi-glaze sauce, and I forgot to mention at the beginning of this meal that I ordered the Japanese meal option because they have a special meal option that's the Western one and the Japanese one. But since we're flying out of Japan, of course I had to get the Japanese one. Let's give our beef a taste. It's so delicate and tender, and it looks like it's been stewed for hours. That is really quite nice. That tastes like beef stew that I got at a restaurant. The stew sauce has a very interesting taste. It's savory. It tastes like there might be some soy in there, and it also tastes slightly sweet. Wow, I love this. And the beef is so great quality. It's really tender and delicate, and it has a nice fattiness to it as well. Wrapped up in this little package is white rice, and I know that's going to go great with the stew. I'm really looking forward to dessert, which is the citrus mango, and it looks very beautiful. The presentation of it looks like some sort of business class dessert, and it looks like there's multiple layers. Looks like there's some sort of cream or custard on the bottom, layered with some sort of cake or cookie, layered with cream, and then topped with jelly. Let's just go for a solid bite of this. Oh, I love this. This is a perfect pairing. It tastes like a yuzu mango dessert, and this literally tastes like something that I would get at a fancy bakery. The bottom layer is a rich cream / custard. There's a little bit of mango sauce drizzled on it, and then you have the fluffy cake topped with whipped cream, and then the soft, delicate fruit jellies. I mean, this dessert is fantastic for an ordered meal in premium economy. I didn't notice this earlier, but it looks like they also give you a little bit of crackers. I was really impressed with the quality of the ordered food here in premium economy. You really gotta try upgrading. It's so much better than a regular premium economy food, which is basically just a set meal that they also serve in economy class.
Many hours later.
Good morning. I was actually able to sleep 2 hours on this flight, which is an extreme rarity for me because I can almost never sleep on the flight. I think part of it was the timing was right since it was late at night in Japan, and also this was a pretty comfortable seat. I was impressed with the softness of it. I think it was even a little bit softer than the business class seat. For breakfast there's 2 options. There's either pancakes and sausage or salmon with rice, so I decided to go for the salmon flakes and rice. Already I'm missing a presentation of my ordered dinner because I'm glad that we do get silverware. However, this time we don't get a cloth napkin, and the main dish comes in a little paper container as well. Let's just go for a bit of salmon and rice. It looks like it's also topped with a little bit of shredded egg and some pickled vegetables. That's actually a lot better than it looks. It definitely tastes nice and warm, and the quality sort of reminds me of an elevated train bento. I love the rice. It's nice and soft, not dry at all. And the salmon is also really moist and flavorful, and I love how it's nice and rich. It has a bit of oiliness to it. The pickled vegetables also had a nice tang, a little bit of a crunch. It's definitely a solid option. The meal also comes with Japanese yogurt and a little bit of fruit. This is the other reason I love ANA. In the past, I thought their economy food was really enjoyable, and that was reinforced today. Like I said, it's not quite as fancy as business class, but still tastes like a good quality meal. Anyways, as our flight comes to an end, I'll give you my final thoughts on the flight once we land. Overall, I really enjoyed my experience here in ANA's Premium Economy. To start off, I loved the airport experience because you get a special check-in line so you don't have to wait in a super long line when you drop off your baggage, and also they put a special priority sticker on your bags, so that means when you arrive at your destination, you're able to pick up your bags a little bit sooner. Also, I thought their service was great, all the flight attendants were super friendly, and it was just as good as in business class, and ANA is known for having good service, so I'm glad they lived up to their reputation. For me, one of the biggest perks wasn't even in the sky, but it's the fact that ANA provides their lounge to premium economy passengers, because I don't know of any other airline that does it, and their lounge, especially at Narita, is so nice. I loved all the food, and it really does change the overall airport experience. It makes it totally worth it. I also love their seat in Premium Economy. It's one of the most comfortable Premium Economy airplane seats I've ever had. It was really soft and comfortable. In fact, the chair might have been even a little bit softer than business class, which I think alone is impressive. And it also reclined really far back, so that was also really nice, and it actually helped me get 2 hours of sleep. Also, I'd say the legroom was pretty decent for Premium Economy. I feel like it's pretty average and standard in terms of the amount of legroom, but it is a huge improvement over Economy, and it makes a huge difference. My one complaint would be about the size of the tray table though, because it was a little bit too small, especially when you order that special meal, and I'd be worried if there's a decent amount of turbulence and you might spill stuff on you, so definitely be careful when you're eating on that tray table. My favorite part of flight, however, was the food, which I really enjoyed. I thought it was good quality food. For the most part, you get economy food if you're flying to Japan. The only way you can get that special meal is if you're flying out, but either way, the economy food is still really good, and definitely, if you have the option to get that special meal flying out of Japan, it is so worth it. It definitely tastes great quality, and it's worth that extra 20 bucks or so. Overall, with all things considered, I think Premium Economy is totally worth it. You get so many nice perks, especially with ANA compared to other airlines' Premium Economy, so if you're flying ANA, definitely go with Premium Economy over Economy. It is so worth it. Even though it's twice the price, I definitely feel like you're getting your money's worth, and maybe even a little bit more. Anyways, I really hope you all enjoyed the video and found it helpful. Make sure if you did to give it a like, and also make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.